Hello. Welcome to our first ever episode of the Real Chit Chat
Chitty Chat Chat.
podcast. I'm Carla.
I'm Isaiah.
We are a couple that talks about any and everything, and we love to banter. So,
Give you the real.
okay, so you want to talk about relationships today?
Let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
I know this is a heavy topic for some people, but you sure?
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Like, as long as you just go with it. You know what I mean? Not everyone. I will say this. Like, don't be someone's yes man. Be like, oh yes, dear. Yeah, you're right. No. Okay. Like, if you don't feel that way, you don't feel that way. Like, so. It's all good. It don't matter. Well, it's probably gonna get awkward, maybe, but that's just what it is. That's the kind of talk it is.
What are you talking about?
Chit chat.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to them?
Talking to everybody.
Okay.
Talking to
So, what did you believe about love before you met me that you no longer believe?
I believe that love has no boundaries. It has no boundaries because sometimes I do the most. And but at the same time, am I a lot? Probably.
What did you believe about love before you met me that you no longer believe is the question?
I'm answering the question.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. Wow. See, now that just threw me right off key. But wow, that was.
You want me to go first?
You're gonna have to because you threw me off. You threw me off with that one.
I think we need to stay on subject.
We are on subject. You threw me
Okay.
off.
So what did I believe about love before I met you that I no longer believe? Is that I truly believe that love had to be a struggle and that you had to suffer to really have like a meaningful relationship. I really learned that from my childhood too. My mom always, like my parents, they were immigrants and everything was about suffering. Like, in order for you to have something meaningful, like a job, love, a good partner, a good job in terms of longevity and getting paid well, you had to suffer for it. Money, in order for you to have a lot of money and be wealthy, you had to suffer to get it or hustle, right? Or prove myself. I always felt like I had to prove myself in relationships in order for it to register as, wow, I deserve this relationship because I worked for it or I proved myself enough. And then I realized that you're never going to be able to attain that level of feeling like you deserve something if you have to work for it or you have to prove yourself.
Gotcha.
So that's what I learned.
I gotcha.
By being with you, I also believed that about love, that I couldn't be myself. That if I was myself, then the person wouldn't want me. Because, like you said, I'm a lot, or I'm too quirky or weird. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What about you? What did you believe about love before you met me that you no longer believe?
I would say that.
I can smell the wood burning.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
He's drinking sangria.
I am.
From a water bottle, a Kirkland water bottle.
Oh,
I'm actually drinking water with some electrolytes in it.
I'm gonna say that you don't have to be, you don't have to be perfect. You strive to be the best person you can, the best everything you need to be, but you're not gonna be that person. But you can still strive to be the best person you can. And, you know, and it's like I said, love has a lot of boundaries, but it's good when the person can accept you for who you are, you know, and you still strive to be the best person that you can be each and every day, to your best ability. And
so you believed you had to be perfect before you met me?
You had to be perfect. You
really?
know what I mean? Like, you had to be like, but no one's gonna be perfect. No one's gonna be that, you know. And you just have to be you, to the best degree that you can, to the highest degree that you can. So that's what I've learned. And I think I've trying to be the best person that I can be, trying. And I try, you know, that's why you have, each day is a new day to be a better person and do things the right way.
So you no longer believe that you need to be perfect in a relationship?
You do, but you're not going to be, but you still strive to be as good as you can, as close to being perfect each and every day. For you, for your partner. But what does that have
to do with me?
Because you help me to be better.
I just wanted you to admit it. I just wanted you to, like, clearly state how wonderful I've been in terms of your growth.
One day we're gonna have a cat podcast, and she looks just like Coco, which is right over here.
Coco's our cat, and Coco is a tuxedo cat. That's very clever.
She's not organic.
I don't talk like that, so I don't know why he does that. But anyways, so I thought I needed to suffer. I don't suffer anymore. Like, I suffered in the past because I had that limited belief that I need to work hard for this. And the harder I worked at the relationship, the worse it got. Because that person would always, not to any fault of theirs, right? Now I used to blame them, but now I know it's like my own internal belief system was attracting people that wanted perfection, like you said too. And also I thought I needed to be perfect too. But that internal unconscious habit and belief made me attract people that made me suffer.
The same time, I think it's our imperfections that make what we do perfect. You know what I mean? It's what you do, what I do, that comes together and says, all right, we have to compromise on this one, whatever it is, and we have to be good at it. So that's what we do. Our imperfections make our system work perfectly, if that makes any sense.
That makes perfect sense. And we won't get into too much about this, but I study human design, and we have certain traits that make us lean towards perfectionism. And I feel like perfectionism is the killer of joy. Because when you try to be perfect, especially in a relationship, there's no such thing. But like, I love you because you're not afraid to show your imperfections.
That's right.
And then I yell at you, and then, not yell, but
scream.
Like, I do not scream at him. That's a lie.
Babe, like I fell this morning. You know what I mean? Like, I fell downstairs, straight fell, legs in the air, bow, imperfections. I'm good. But
it was funny because you went upstairs and you were talking about how you fell, but you weren't angry.
No.
You were like, oh my God, you should have seen it. It was
should have recorded that because I wanted to see how I fell. I wanted to see that. That was funny. That was good.
I don't scream at him. I don't know what he's talking about. Babe, you're on a show saying that I scream at you, which is not true.
I'm also drinking too.
Yeah, I never scream at him. That's a lie. I might want him to be perfect. Okay, so what is something about being with me that surprised you?
That she's funny.
First? Oh.
She's funny.
I am.
She's actually funny. That surprised
Really?
me. That surprised
What, you thought I wasn't funny?
No.
You thought I was going to be dry and corny?
I do not. I didn't say all that. I just didn't think you was going to be funny. Because I like funny. I like comedy. I like to laugh. That's my number one thing. I love humor.
I'm funny. Comedy, so. I am. A lot of people say that.
Funny, it's good.
A lot of people are surprised by that.
So So for me, that's me. And how much fun she likes to have. Because I like to have fun. And she's like, babe, you can't have fun all the time. Life is not a game of fun. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying, let's go out, let's go have fun. I'm not saying every day is Monopoly and Chutes and Ladders, but let's go have fun. And that's what she probably with laughter and having fun. And then once I found out she liked to go out, listen to some N-word music, dance, get some drinks.
I don't drink.
Yo,
but I used to.
What?
I think that's what
happened.
Yeah. I would say that, like, for me, what is something about being with you that surprised me is I wasn't so much surprised that you like to have fun, because you're an extrovert, I could tell. And like on our first date, he wouldn't stop talking, and he wouldn't leave the restaurant to the point where they were cleaning up and they were like, hey,
ones to leave.
Not by choice. Like, I was ready to leave after the first
I didn't even notice,
because it was past my bedtime.
I didn't even notice, honestly. I'll be real. I didn't know we was the last ones in there.
He was sweeping, babe.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he came by like 5 times, like, hey, and then it was completely empty.
I didn't see that. I just knew that we was having a good time talking about the pyramids and stuff, and the next thing I knew, it was time to go.
You were talking about other stuff too. You were like,
that's not for the camera.
Yeah, in the first date, and it was kind of like, it was past my bedtime, and
what time was it?
I think they close at like 11, and I usually go to bed around like 9:30, 10, but I stayed out, and
it was pretty late.
Yeah.
No, we had to get back because she had a babysitter, and we had to get back.
My aunt was babysitting,
we had
and
to get back. So yeah.
Baby meaning like they're not babies, but
yeah.
watching my kids. So I was trying to be respectful of her.
Most of.
Because I was married for 10 years, so I didn't know what people do. And, right, before I met you, I was married for so long that I was still in the mindset of like, oh, you leave the date after like a certain time, and, like don't do too much.
Right.
Like, if there's going to be a second date, there'll be a second date. But part of me really liked him because he was so funny, and he was funny not because he tried, but he was just so funny.
Just being me.
Like, he was so clueless when the guy came up to us. It was like, hey, the kitchen's closed. And then in my head, I'm like, oh, they're kicking us out. And then he's still talking to me like, want another drink? And I'm like, I don't think we can get another one. And he's like, okay, that's fine. And then he just asked me questions. And again, I was fresh in the dating scene, and I was really quiet because I remember you saying to me, like, you don't talk much. And I do, but not in those settings. Yeah, that was funny. So what surprised me about being with you is that how kind you are and how patient you are. Because I tried to sabotage our relationship a few times, and he was just so understanding. And I was like, oh gosh, I think this guy really likes me, because I still believed I needed to struggle and prove myself and things like that. But I also found you funny. Like, I like pranking people. So I'd go behind him, scare him. Like, but it was like all the time. Like every time he goes outside, I hear him come in the house, and
she always got to hide behind some door.
I'm always pranking him.
Dresser.
Yeah. And then me and my kids prank each other, especially me and my second to oldest son. So it's cool to prank each other, but then we could prank him. It was amazing. We were like, oh my God. And he falls for it all the time.
I let them think I fall.
He falls for it every single time. Like, how many times do I have to like scare you by going behind the bedroom door when you come in the house?
But sometimes you're not, because, okay, let's put it this way, right? 9 out of 10, right? 9 out of 10. When you come in the house and your woman is in the bed, 9 out of 10 laying down, and then that 10th time you come in and she ain't, and then you're just like, all right, I'm just gonna walk into the room, like out of nowhere. Like, of course you're gonna, because you thinking that they laying down. No, okay, like, so there's times, yeah, you can catch me off guard because I don't think you're doing what you normally do, and if you're not doing it, then yeah, you're definitely gonna catch me. And when I get you back, it's okay. But for the most part, yeah, I get got. I don't mind it. I love it.
We always
I
get
love
him, and he falls for it.
I'm good.
But it's like he gets so scared, like you could see his soul leaving his body, and he
My
gets.
soul does not leave my body.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna film
like
it.
on some Tom and Jerry stuff.
Yes, like the soul exits from the top of his head,
Like my whole body
and then
turns away.
stands
It's
by
like,
him. It stands by you, like oh! He falls for it every single time. Every single time. And my son is really good at it too. So we like to tag team. And he never,
He's good.
he falls for it every
He used to
time.
be. He's 18 now.
He's 18 now, but he's still,
He doesn't care as much like he used to. He doesn't put as much thought in his scare like he used to.
I scare him
Because he
too.
thinks he's the man now.
Yeah,
I get him. That's fine.
exactly.
Because he is the man.
He's awesome.
He's evil.
He's a really good 18-year-old is
He's-
all. That's what I say.
He's a coppice. That's what he is.
Oh my God, they don't know what that is.
You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. If you heard that, that's a brick in the back.
I want to start scaring the cats. Like, not in an abusive
Okay,
way.
I already got scratched in my face earlier the other day by a brick. We don't need that happening to any of us getting scared. But and the cats,
We don't need that.
It's kind of chilly today. All right, next question. Where do you think couples lie to themselves the most?
Just being honest. You know, just being honest and what's on their mind and how they feel. I think honesty is probably the number one thing. That's what I think.
That they lie to
That they
themselves
lie to
about?
themselves about.
That they're not honest, or?
Yeah. You know, that's like saying, oh, do I look fat in this dress? Oh, no. You know what I mean? Like, don't ask questions that you know the answer to. Don't do that.
But you should be able to tell them the
You
truth.
should be able to. But being honest is not being rude. But somehow that's misconstrued somehow. Because it's like, you be like, oh, you look a little big, you know, in your dress. Oh, how dare you? You know what I mean? But it's
Really?
like, you can't, how can I tell you that without being honest, without you getting upset? That's like, oh, do I look good in this shirt and tie? Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. No, I don't.
If you
know
don't,
what
I'm
I
going to
mean?
let you know, though.
Thank you.
You lied to me. He lied to me for about 2 years. So I don't know what he's talking about. Because I asked him, I recently lost a lot of weight over time. And
I like a healthy woman.
okay, so I lost the weight, and I was like, he was like, wow, you're really slimming down. And I was like, but you told me that I always looked good and that I wasn't heavy.
She did.
And then he was like, well, yeah. And then I showed him a picture. He was like, yeah, you kind of look like a football player.
Oh my!
And then made a thing like, and then he was like standing, he was like, yeah, you were like, you know. So that means you did lie to me when I was asking you before, like, babe, do I look good? Do I look fat? No, babe, stop asking me that.
No, I did not.
He lied.
I did not lie.
Guys always lie when women ask them about that.
did
Like,
not
that's just
lie.
inevitable. And then he told me I look like a linebacker.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did. You were like, I mean, you did kind of look stocky, and you know, like you were more like your stance was like that, and I was like a football player, and you were like, yeah,
Nah, I didn't say that.
yeah, you did. He did. I'm gonna start recording him when he says stuff
You
like
don't have
that.
to because I don't remember saying that. I didn't say she looked like a football player. That's a lot. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's. What about you?
I think where couples lie to themselves the most is if they're unhappy and they're not letting the other person know. Like, oh, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I don't do that because I'm gonna let you know. But I think that couples do that a lot. they act like they're okay when things are not okay, and then it snowballs. And yeah, and also I think that couples lie to themselves that they don't need to continue to date each other and prioritize each other. It's like, oh, well, we've been together for a long time. We've been together for 8 years, right? But I also feel like I think I learned something new about you every single day, or it feels really fresh to me, which for me, I get bored really quick. So you have to be able to keep up with my like attention, because I get tired of people really quick. That's just me being honest, and I wouldn't have said that before in another relationship. But yeah, I get bored, and he is, if you know him, there's no way you could be bored with this person, because there's always something. Like him coming up today and, hey babe, I just fell outside, and I'm like, taking out the trash? He's like, yeah, there's snow outside. I mean, he went into it about how he was wearing Crocs. You know, Crocs have holes in them, slippery sole. So of course you're gonna fall.
I didn't think I was gonna take that kind of trouble. That was crazy.
But in my head, I'm like, why didn't you just put on your Timberlands and go outside? Why would you wear Crocs? But it's so funny. It's so like, he's such a character that, I don't know.
Each and every day is a new adventure, people.
It's like being with my best friend, and my best friend, like,
It's a new adventure.
my
Each
best
and
friend
every
tells
day.
me something new, or we find ways to have fun together. I think that's what it is that
Yeah.
that goes back to what I was saying before. Like, I think people lie to themselves that a relationship has to be hard. A relationship can't be fun. Like, you can't be
It shouldn't
yourself.
Be hard.
I'm myself. I don't
Shouldn't be
care.
hard.
I put this thing on my head. I was like, this is how I'm doing the episode.
I mean,
don't
I
care
get
what
it. There's certain
anyone thinks.
relationships that require certain things. It depends on what your dynamic is. I don't know what other people's dynamic is in their relationship, but some of them are hard depending on what your circumstances are, depending on what you need to go through, depending on what you need to do to keep it going. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it could be anything. It could be anything. So, do I think they're hard? Yeah, I do. Time. No, it shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be. Are they? Yes, because you should do everything you can to be everything you can be. But at the same time, it shouldn't be, because it should be like a nice flow. Are there days going to be harder than others? Yeah, of course. You're human. It's life. Like, to think like nothing like that is crazy. To think beyond that is crazy. But in general, it shouldn't really honestly be that hard, as long as you have good communication, as long as like, you should be fine, man. That's it. That's just me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna say that. No, not gonna say. That's a whole nother talk, and that's another good podcast later. We're gonna talk about. We're definitely gonna talk about some Diddy.
Oh my God.
We're gonna definitely talk about some Diddy, and
This
y'all
dude is
definitely gonna hear this
obsessed with
voice
this
a lot.
Diddy case thing.
You're gonna hear this voice a lot. This is Buck. You're gonna hear it a lot.
This voice is annoying.
You're gonna hear it a lot.
Oh, our Instacart's on the way.
Oh,
Okay, last question. What do we fight about that's not really about the thing we are fighting about?
you go first,
Okay, I'll go first.
because I don't know. And then I can pick up. I can be like, okay, because I don't know right now.
I think part of like why you might not know is because this one stumped me too. We don't really fight.
We argue.
We don't really argue.
What?
No, we don't.
What do
Like,
you call that then? What do you call that?
No. I think we've had
What, disagreement?
2 fights in our whole relationship. Like that,
Yes.
we do not fight.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like disagreements. Aren't those arguments? Not bad.
They're not arguments, because this is talking about fighting.
Oh, fighting.
Yeah,
no,
like, we don't fight.
No,
Like,
no,
we-
no.
We have disagreements,
No.
but it's either like, okay, well,
No.
that's your opinion. I'm going to tell you my opinion. You tell me
Yeah.
my opinion. It's like a conversation,
Yeah,
which
we
is
don't
strange,
fight.
because I used to fight in my relationships. Like, I'm not sleeping in the same bed as you. I'm not going to talk to you, or the person wouldn't talk to me for a couple of days,
Yeah.
stonewall me and all that other stuff.
No,
Or I
we
would
don't do
hold a grudge, like a couples fight. And we don't,
We don't do that. No, we don't.
in your other relationships, did you fight? Yeah.
Yeah, I fought, but
I think that's what
I
it's
don't
talking
fight
about.
I don't do that. No,
Yeah,
we don't do that. Not we don't do that.
We don't fight.
We don't do that.
Like, we never fight dirty. And if it's like something that really bothers the other person, one of us will always come to the person and say, hey, I'm sorry, or I don't know, we don't raise our voice at each other unless we're like play fighting or something. Sometimes I do pretend like I'm mad, and then he'll be like, what did I do? And I'm like, I'm just kidding. That's another way I get back at him. He's like, I didn't do anything.
Because I did
Or
it.
I do.
'Cause
Or I say
did it.
that.
I swear I did. Like, I swear. There's times where I do stuff and I'm not even cognizant that I do stuff. She's like, babe. Then I'm like, what did I do? I'm like, I don't even know that I did that. But, but a lot of times it's like,
When you leave
because
the door
I'm
open,
quiet. You know what I'm saying?
leave
Like,
the back
I don't
door
bother
open.
nobody. I'm quiet. I chill. I do what I need to do. I don't do nothing.
I don't know about quiet, but
I
yeah.
don't do nothing. I may make some
don't
noise when I'm cleaning up, but I'm chilling.
We do not
So when she's
fight.
like, babe, I'm like, what did I do? Because
I think it's because we also come from very toxic relationships with other people in the past where I didn't understand why you had to fight. Like, why can't we just get along? Kind of like is always my motto. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And maybe it's because I'm older, but I'm like, you never know what can happen to that person, and you're in the middle of the fight or like holding a grudge against them, and then something happens to them. Like, I never want that on my conscience. And plus, life's too short to like hold a grudge on someone that I'm in a relationship with. It's not that serious. So if we do have a disagreement and we try to like say like, no, I think like this because like this, I'm like, oh, okay, I see where you're coming from. I don't agree with it, but yeah, I think that most people would be very surprised at our relationship. Our relationship is very boring and very healthy.
Yeah.
It's very boring, but it's very fun. Like, we're like boring fun.
yes,
Fun boring.
yes.
This is our cat that
This is my
I
guy,
hope-
Rick.
he does not like to be picked up.
This is my guy.
Hi, Rickster. He's so cute.
Rick, say hi.
Say hi.
Rick, say hi.
Say hi, Rickster.
Hey, Ricky, Rick. Look, Rick.
Ricky is
This is
70.
my guy. I've had him since
In
he
cat
was
years.
the size of my palm.
He's
I've
like
had
pushing
him.
you away, by the way. He doesn't
Okay.
like to be cuddled or anything
But
like
this
that.
is Brick. He
By
just
you.
wanted to be shown. Okay, he wanted to
He does not
Say
like
hi
him.
to you guys.
He does not like him. I don't care how long you had him. That's my cat. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining us. Yay. Next time we'll talk, not about Diddy, but next time we'll answer more questions. So if you have any comments or anything that you'd like to ask so that we can respond to it, that'd be great.
That'd be
We'd
good.
love to hear from
That'd
you.
be awesome.
Thank you.